Welcome. This, as the title says, this video is about how to confirm retests and breaks in the forex market. Well, the most effective way to notice such patterns is through studying and knowing the candle patterns or the candlesticks on big time frames and small time frames. First of all, you have to know how candlesticks work in the forex market and how you can be able to use them in the market when you see it and how you can apply it. One of the examples of the candlestick I'm actually interested in is going to be a depletion candle. By a depletion candle, I can mean this. Imagine this is a bullish uptrend. We're going through a bullish uptrend, but it stopped along the way. Let's say it's our bullish uptrend, but the candle actually stopped along the way. Instead of going upwards, it formed kind of like a spike, and it formed a bearish candle afterwards, meaning the bullish momentum has actually come to an end. And I would actually consider a depletion candle. That's when I'm on a higher time frame, because it has less noise and it's more clear, and I'm going to show you why. And another kind of candle pattern, and I would be interested in just for this video, is going to be a bullish engulfing or a bearish engulfing candle. So by a bearish engulfing candle, let's say we have an uptrend. Our bullish candles are going to be green, right? Let's say we have an uptrend, but while price is going up, it formed a bearish candle, and instead of having to go back up, it decided to go down instead. Instead of having to go in an uptrend, it decided to go in a downtrend. So this pattern right here, what we can say here, this pattern right here is called an engulfing candle. But since this is a downtrend, this is a bearish candle. That means it's a bearish engulfing candle. But for a bullish engulfing candle can happen in case we're still on a downtrend, but then a bullish engulfing candle is going to cover up for all this. A bullish engulfing candle is going to cover up the previous bearish candle to form something like this, and the trend starts to change. Of course, there are different kinds of candle patterns you can study in the market, like the morning star, the locking star, and there are quite a number of candles in the market. But for just this video, I'm actually interested in only these two, and I'm going to show you why at the end of the video. So let's go back to the charts, and I show you a practical example on how you can confirm a retest and a breakout in the forex market. So first, of course, when I open up the chart, I always drop my support and resistance levels, but I'm going to use the 4-hour time frame and the 1-hour time frame. For those who do not know support and resistance or psychological levels, just look in one of my past videos. I'll put the link in the description, or you'll see it at the end of the video on how you can be able to identify support and resistance areas. So let's use a particular area in the market. Well, I'm going to use this area as my area of interest for this video specifically. So let me start by drawing my first psychological level, or my first level where it acted as support or resistance for a while at these 2 points. And my second is going to be Let me expand this. My second level is going to be this one. Another level I can look at is going to be this one. First, you can get good at identifying different levels of support and resistance, as I described in one of my previous videos. So, number one thing you have to look down now, just for the break. By break, I mean this. Imagine this is our. Imagine you have a support and resistance area. Let's say here, this is my support and resistance area, or a psychological level. It's only the market only breaks, or you can only confirm that a market or the chart or the bars have actually broken a particular area or a particular level only when the candle, in case I'm looking at an upward trend, right? That's a bullish trend. The only time I'm going to confirm that it has actually been broken is in case this candle actually closes below. Oh, it closes above. Since it's an uptrend, it closes above this area, and the next candle has to close above this psychological level. And the only way I am going to confirm that, in case it's a downtrend, giving an example of a downtrend now, in case it's a downtrend, the only way I'm going to confirm that a psychological level has been broken is in case I have this bearish candle closing below this psychological level, and it opens up and closes below the psychological level. So depending on how you enter the market or how you decide to execute your trades, you can look for this kind of patterns. The candle has to close below or above, depending on the momentum of the market, either an uptrend or a downtrend. The candle has to close either above or below the psychological level to confirm that the trend has actually become bearish or bullish, or the psychological level has actually turned into resistance or support. For those who don't understand support or resistance, as I said in the beginning, just go watch one of my videos of support and resistance. I'll put it in the link so that you can be able to watch it and understand what I mean. So let's go back to the chart for a minute. So we've drawn this area to consider so that I can be able to show you how you can be able to confirm a break and a retest, right? So I'm having this previous area here. It acted as a psychological level or a support and resistance during this period where the price tried to come down, but it came up. It came down again, but it was supported and went back in the opposite direction. Then it broke the structure. Then it kept on. It came here inside to consolidate. Now coming a few days later, when after a particular period of time, price tried to come back to this psychological level or the support area, and it bounced back up, right? Then, as I've told you in the past, the only way you are going to confirm a break of a support or resistance level or a psychological level is in case or when this bearish bar, closes below the support/resistance area, and for more confirmation, another person can wait for the next candle to close bearish below the psychological level, as we can see with these two candles. It happened again in this area where someone can confirm a break of a support or slash resistance area in the market. This candle came to the psychological level or the support and resistance, and it tried to close below, but it couldn't. So the second candle, the other candle, came and closed below this support area, and it acted as resistance for a while and was broken later on. But then the price went continued to go down later on. So as I've described in the past, how to confirm a a break of a support or resistance area is when the candle actually closes below. It first has to close below. To me, it's better to use the higher time frames. By higher time frames, I mean the 4 hour or the 1 hour time frame, because there is less noise. Once the candle breaks below, okay, it breaks above. Since this is an uptrend, once the candle breaks above and it closes above, I can say the structure has been broken, and the next candle actually closes above the support and resistance area. That means this psychological level of support and resistance has been has broken through. So it's relevant as a support area because it was acting as resistance before. Now it has been broken above. Now it's going to act as our support for a while. So I'll give you an example of a retest. Now you've seen how you can confirm a break out of a particular support and resistance area. Now a way you can be able to confirm a retest, by a retest I mean, imagine, let me open up another. By a retest, imagine we have price that breaks our support area. It is bearish right now. Imagine you have our price going the opposite side, the bearish end, right? Number one, it starts by breaking the structure, and we've confirmed that it's a break. Now a retest happens when the price actually comes back to this support / resistance area, comes back and retests. By retesting, I mean it's like a magnet. Price is acting like a magnet in this area. It tries to break, but it cannot break. But it comes and tastes this area before it actually decides to go down. Before it decides to go down, it tries to break, but it cannot. Then our next candles, since it's a break and retest, our next candles become bearish after that. That means price came and broke the structure, the support and resistance, and it came and retested and continued to go downwards. The same thing would happen in case you're going to break for a break and retest in an upward direction or upward momentum. Let's imagine price is in an upward momentum, right? It breaks the structure. Then it comes and retests this area for a while. By a retest, I mean price is going to act like a magnet towards in this psychological level or in this support and resistance level. Then it will continue just to retest. As the name goes, it's a retest. So it's going to be like a magnet in this area. Then price continues to go in the direction it was going in before, right? So let's go back to our chart so that I can be able to show you that. So according to this, so price came and broke this support area we had in the past, came and retested, and it continued downwards in the downtrend. So this what we see here is what we're going to call it. It's what they call the retest in the forex market. Now what a person can do, so the price came down, it came and retested this area. Then since this is a strong area of support and resistance, our next candle was bearish, as I've shown you in the in the previous website here, or in the previous page here. It tried to come back to this area of support and resistance, and the next candle was bearish. That means the price has just retested this area and decided to go downwards instead. Then the bearish trend continued to be bearish for a while, and our downtrend continued in this direction. So another area where we can be able to see a break and retest, I'm going to take advantage of this area right here. This acted as support and resistance for a while, but it acted as resistance. It tried to break the structure, but it was resisted and came back down. Then it came back up and it retested. Now remember, from the previous pictures or the previous page I've shown you before, I've told you that a retest is when a break, number one, the price breaks first. It has broken a particular support and resistance area. Then it comes and retests. Then it continues in the direction it was flowing, right? As we can see here, price, I'm going to consider only this support and resistance area, this minor support and resistance area. So price came and broke the support/resistance area. It tried to break below. We can see the bearish candle, the red candle, but then the next candle was bullish, and it went upwards. It continued the uptrend, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now this right here is what we call a retest. The first thing we saw in the first instance we saw in this area was the break, then the retest of this area, then price continued to go in its direction. Reason why I recommend anybody to use higher time frames to confirm support and resistance is because there is less noise and it is more clear. You can be able to see what is happening in the market using these high time frames. Can show you on the 1 hour time frame using the same area. It came, broke, retested for a while, then it continued its momentum to the upside. There is less noise compared when you go to a lower time frame. I can show you on, let me set the 15 minutes chart here. On the 15 minutes chart, there are a lot of candles to look at. So to me, it's just better to use a higher time frame so that I can be able to see less candles. And forex is about being patient. It is okay for me to be patient for 8 hours as long as I get my movements right and make money in the market, because that's what we are here for. So in the beginning of this video, I actually showed you two candle patterns you can see in the market. The bearish engulfing candle and the bullish engulfing candle. And reason why I mainly told you about these two is because of this reason. Some traders in the market can mistake a break of a support/resistance area, because let's take an example of just this area, right? So as you can see here, price tried to break above this minor support and resistance area, but then it was engulfed by a bearish candle. It tried to break above, but it went below. It became bearish instead. So it did not break. Number one, it did not break the support and resistance area. So there is no way a person is going to come in the market and buy before you confirm a break of the support and resistance. That means you'll be exposing yourself to too much risk and making losses in the market. You first have to confirm, number one, price broke above the support and resistance area, which is right, but the next candle was bearish instead of bullish. So the other type of candle I told you about was this candle. there are different names given to it. It can be, I personally like to call it a depletion candle. That means that momentum going in whatever direction has actually come to an end now. Here it was going in the upward direction, but then the candle came down instead and the next candle was bearish. It's more of, I call it a depletion candle because the momentum has actually come to an end. Let me delete this. We can see it in this area. I'm going to use a minor support slash resistance area. Let's use, yeah, this looks pretty fine. So let's use this example. Let's use this example. When price tried to break above, but remember this is not a break because the next candle is not bullish and it never actually even it closed above, which is true. No, it didn't actually close above, and the next candle was below the support and resistance. It was below the support and resistance area. Sorry for that, and it went below instead. That means there is less momentum, or there's depletion of the bullish momentum in this area. So what you as a trader has to do, you have to wait. Number one, I know that this is the depletion candle, so I'm going to have to wait to see next when there is going to be a bullish momentum in the market. Then it came afterwards. This is a game of patience. It has closed above, so someone can decide to just enter right now in this market, take profit, and put a stop loss below the support and resistance area. The next area we can see depletion. Yes, confirm. A nice area we can see depletion in the market, or depletion of momentum in a particular area. I can use this. Oh, and anybody who uses, every trader who uses candlesticks to confirm momentum in the market, everybody just gets better with experience and time, and using them to execute your trades, knowing them and use them to execute them, because there's no point of knowing something without using it. So let me give another example of this area. This is a minor support slash resistance area, right? So price, according to this, price was bullish for a while, got supported in this area. Why I put this area here as support is because, in case you can see here on the left side, we can see that this area resisted price and actually came down. Then also on the left side again, we can see it acted as support and it acted as resistance. To just show you more clearly, let me just magnify this. It's a minor support slash resistance area because we can see here it acted as support, but then it was broken. Then here acted as support. Here it acted as support and resistance. Now here it's acting as resistance, right? So as I was saying, price was in an uptrend, came and was supporting in this area. It came up and consolidated for a while, then tried to come down. So a trader can say that it has broken below, so it's a break. Now remember, I told you for a break, it has to break below and close below, and the next candle has to be bearish. So some traders can decide to just sell at this point according to how they execute in the market. But in the way I trade and the way I learned how to trade, I have to wait and confirm a break, or else most traders will place their sales in this area and will get stopped out because the market is actually going up instead of going down. Then the market instead decide to go up instead. And that is how anybody, or someone like you and I, can be able to see a break and a retest in the market, and take note, study the kind of candle patterns you look into the market about about a bullish and a bearish trend, instead of having to follow a bearish and a depletion candle. Just wait and confirm a break. Then you can also decide to confirm a retest in the market. And depending on how you trade, you can be able to become a consistent, profitable trader with time and experience. Just don't give up. This is a new year. Do whatever it takes to learn about the financial market and learn how to study charts. And trust me, within a particular period of time, you can become consistent and use whatever you learn from these videos to become a better trader. Well, see you on the next video. In case you have any questions or you haven't understood anything, you can reach out to me on my social media, or my Telegram is going to be in the link in the description below. And tell me anything you want to know in the comment section, and we'll see how we can proceed for the next video. Like, subscribe, and happy new year. Be blessed.